on MyWithersRadio.com. Lady Rams Volleyball is powered by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to personal banking. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto, Good Samaritan Regional Health Center, Raising a Hospital, Raising the Bar. Alan Wiggers, your shelter insurance agent. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. Red Lake College. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Heartland Accounting, Bean Insurance, Central Christian Church, and People's National Bank. It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Zerwinski in the 94 Sports Mobile Studios for Mount Vernon Lady Rams Volleyball. The Red Lake College pregame show starts now.
And good evening from Changnon Gym. Tonight, the Mount Vernon Lady Rams return home for their conference home opener. Tonight, they have the Marion Lady Wildcats. Chris Hugo, Danny Zerwinski alongside. It's your Red Lake College post-match show. And Danny, Lady Rams come off with a disappointing victory. A disappointing loss to the Althoff Crusaders on the road Monday night. Back here in the friendly confines, hoping they can find that magic, that swagger once more.
Well, and I think what's happened to Mount Vernon a little bit is some confidence has waned. Even the JV level now has lost 2 in a row this week to Althoff and Marion. I think the varsity team, after getting that big win at Woodlawn last week, went into Althoff on Monday night and kind of started the game well. And after about 5 or 6 points in the game total, kind of lost their swagger a little bit, got intimidated, maybe a little less aggressive, and Althoff took it to them. And being at home tonight against a Marion team, only 5 and 6, you got to take the opportunity and take the chance to get a win. Do something here at home and get that confidence back you had against Woodlawn a week ago.
At Red Lake College, you get a quality education and save thousands. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. Red Lake College. It's time. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, more to dissect here from Changnon Gym. This is Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX.
When it comes to bone and joint care, only one name should come to mind. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Your fellowship-trained physician's first priority is specialized orthopedic care, ranging from total joint replacement and spine surgery to shoulder surgery and sports medicine. Our surgeons provide a wide range of specialized treatments that are unparalleled anywhere in Southern Illinois. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon and St. Mary's Good Samaritans in campus, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is plenty, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit service. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back to the 94 Sports Mobile Studios on WMIX.
Welcome back to Changnon Gym here on WMIX, online at mywithersradio.com. For the Mount Vernon Lady Rams prepare for the Marion Lady Wildcats volleyball action here tonight. We've reached the varsity match. Probably need to check in with some scores from the freshmen and junior varsity matches.
Let's do that right now. The freshman game, Mount Vernon won again. 2 wins this week against Althoff and Marion this week. The Lady Rams win the night 25-23, lose 20-25 in set 2, but come back to win set 3 15-10. As we mentioned, the JV lost tonight to Marion by a score of 18-25 and 14-25.
Those scores, of course, presented by Tony Wilt, State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance financial service needs, visit your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt. He's on 42nd Street in Mount Vernon, worldwide at TonyWilt.com. Walk in, call in, or click in. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Plenty more Tony Wilt scoreboard updates coming at you throughout the night here on the Lady Rams College pregame show. We need to take a quick break. When we come back, more to talk about. This is Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX.
What happens when you add a new voice and more coaches' interviews to the Saturday Sports Show? You get 2 hours of talk you can't afford to miss. If you really want to stay up to date, you'll reserve a preset for AM 940 this Saturday, immediately following the 8 o'clock news. Beware, other sports shows are just talk. The new Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and MyWintersRadio.com, presented by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
Sometimes life goes by so quickly we don't stop and reflect on how important friendships are in our lives. At Community First Bank, we believe that creating relationships and friendships helps us in becoming the type of bank you need. Whether you're looking for personal banking needs for your farm operation, or to assist with your business needs, Community First is ready to help you. Stop by and let us help you, just like friends do. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We raised 3 great kids in our house.
Then one day we got the itch of the hitch. Bought an Airstream, sold the house, found a swell condo.
We got a surprisingly affordable condo policy through Shelter Insurance.
Shelter covered our house. Now it looks after our condo.
And the SUV and the Airstream.
Life is good.
Yeah, really good.
I'm Alan Wiggers. For a free insurance review, see me at 206 South 9th Street. Go Rams.
Hi, this is Jeff Schmidt with Schmidt Chevrolet in Mount Vernon. We proudly offer the Silverado HD, the 2011 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Silverado has the best available V8 4x4 fuel economy of any full-size pickup. It's the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickup on the road. Come visit us. You'll find the best selection we've ever had, plus rebates as high as $7,000 and the best trade-in values in the region. Our friendly, knowledgeable sales staff will put you in the Silverado that fits your needs the best. Schmidt Chevrolet in Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
This is Mike Reese. You're listening to the Rams on WMIX.
Thank you, Michael, and welcome back to Changnon Gym, Mount Vernon Lady Rams Volleyball. This is your Rend Lake College pre-match show. At Rend Lake College, you can get a quality education and save thousands. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. Rend Lake College, it's time. Danny Zawinski's alongside. I'm Chris Hugo. Proud to be with you on WMIX and online at mywithersradio.com. Danny, as we mentioned earlier, rough way for the Lady Rams to have to start this one. Coming off that one, after such a momentum-building victory at home against Woodlawn, go on the road to play a tough all-top team, struggling somewhat this year. You fall there in straight sets, come back home, and you have to do it again against a formidable foe in the Marion Wildcats.
Yeah, and again, Marion only 5-6, but they played some very tough teams, dealing with some of the Carbondales and, of course, Class 2As down there. Marion only comes in with a record of 5-6. 0-1 in the conference. So they're kind of struggling a little bit out of the gate as well. A match here tonight between two teams that would like to have better records this time of the year, but unfortunately neither one of them do.
Exactly right. And, of course, the Lady Rams will be wearing their usuals tonight, the white tops with black sleeves and orange numerics trimmed in black with their black tights. The Marion Wildcats, meanwhile, come in their visiting attire. They will have navy blue on tonight with white trim and goldenrod numerics and lettering trimmed in white. Plenty more to talk about here on your Rend Lake College pre-match show, like Rams football coming up tomorrow night as the Mount Vernon Rams travel to Belleville East High School to take on the Altoff Crusaders. Altoff is what they're really called. For some reason, we've fallen in the habit here in the King City of calling them Altoff. But we go to Altoff tomorrow night, Belleville East High School, to take them on. And, Danny, the Rams are going to be pretty shorthanded to do it, as we found out today and throughout the week. We won't name specifics just yet. We have confirmed some of the injuries, but it could be a long night in Belleville if the Rams don't put out their full starting lineup.
It's a case of, we heard one number, and we won't go into names, but it's a case of 16 of 22 Mount Vernon Rams starters from Game 1 are out of the game tomorrow night with injury or otherwise. I mean, it is a case of injuries that, like, I've never seen a particular team have in my years of doing high school football. You're going to have injuries to people. You're going to have a couple here, a couple there. You're not going to have the amount that I've seen this year at Mount Vernon, where 16 of 22 starters from Week 1 are out. Well, Mount Vernon does get a couple back tomorrow night, maybe, but they also lose a couple more. I mean, it is just one of those cases, situations where you're rolling into a place that Mount Vernon is 3-8 against all Altoff career all time, and you're going over there. Belleville East, Mount Vernon has played there before in recent years, but not against all Altoff. Now you're playing the Crusaders tomorrow night, coming off a 40-7 win against Mascoutah. It's going to be a very difficult task tomorrow night to go on the road, shorthanded, with a very, very young Rams group on a Friday night under the lights over at Belleville.
And, of course, lest we forget, I mean, it took some special Rams teams those 3 years to beat the Crusaders. 05, 07 come to mind, and 07 especially, where it took a Mike Swinton field goal in the waning seconds to win that one on the road. Plenty more coming up here on your Rend Lake College pre-match show. We're going to take another break. This is Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX.
Yes, you can. You can get a car for your teenager today at Second Chance Auto in Mount Vernon. Second Chance Auto has a terrific selection of good, clean, dependable vehicles, perfect for your teen to drive to school, from economical models to trucks and SUVs. Second Chance Auto has just what you're looking for. They're family-owned and operated, and they've been helping families like yours for over 32 years. Yes, you can get the best for your son or daughter. Call 244-4582 and get pre-approved right over the phone. Or stop in at Highway 142 East in Mount Vernon. Yes, you can at Second Chance Auto.
Does this sound familiar? Stand this job. I just wish I had time to go back to school, but with work and family.
I know. I just enrolled in Rend Lake College's evening cosmetology program. They have evening classes that will even fit into your busy schedule. You can even graduate in less than 2 years. Classes are convenient to get to, and they're in Studio RLC in Mount Vernon. They even offer financial aid.
What's it like? I've been out of school so long.
It's not your typical take notes. Listen to a lecture program. We will learn the latest styles and trends in cosmetology, and it looks like we'll have fun doing it. We'll be out on the salon floor getting hands-on experience and getting to know all kinds of people. By the time we're done, we'll be ready to jump into a new career and love our job. For once.
Okay, how do I sign up?
I called 618-242-8459, but you can also check out their website at rlc.edu/Studio RLC or stop by the RLC Marketplace in Mount Vernon.
Change is good. Change is also easy with People's National Bank Switch Kit. Simply follow a few easy steps to discover what banking with a true community-focused bank is like. Hi, this is Star Reed with People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. Stop by and let me show you how easy it is to start banking with People's National Bank. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
More Lady Rams volleyball ahead, powered by Banterra Bank.
And back to Changnon, Jim, we are live from the 94 Sports Mobile Studios. Chris Hugo, Danny Zerwinski alongside the Lady Rams. Welcome the Marion Wildcats. Volleyball action here tonight. Rend Lake College offers over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. Danny, a lot of expectations brewing in this one tonight. You have the Marion Wildcats playing around 500 volleyball right now, 5-6 on the year, but they're 1-1 in the South 7 Conference. Meanwhile, you have the Lady Rams 0-1 in the 0-2 in the conference now, and they are 2-6 overall. So Lady Rams looking to try to add some more wins to their repertoire here tonight, and to do that, it's going to be a tough Marion team they have to go up against.
Yeah, and Mount Vernon, of course, this game tonight with Marion before they head to West Frankfort Saturday for the West Frankfort tournament. Then, of course, come back next week. Salem at home, make the trek to Cahokia next Thursday night. And then next Saturday, they're at the Always Tough Heron tournament. So a big stretch of games here for Mount Vernon's varsity team. They're going to get to see their true test against 1A, 2A, 3A schools as they go along, both on the road and at neutral floors. So big-time tournaments coming up, big-time tests here schedule-wise for Mount Vernon to try to get a win here. It'd be nice to get a home win here in a conference against Marion.
Sure, try to build up some momentum going into that West Frankfort tournament on Saturday. And then they come back here against Salem, which has really built up their girls' sports programs over the past few years. Come in against Salem back here on Monday night. So really a tough test coming up before you go to Cahokia on Thursday.
Yeah, and then again, this is one of those deals, you know, Salem a game on Monday night, winnable game here. Game starts at 5:30. You know, and then next week at Cahokia, it's just a matter of a bus trip, getting on the off the bus, going to play Cahokia, long trip and that kind of deal. It's just one of those things. You have to get over it and move on. But again, there's no breaks because after Heron, you come back the next week. You have Carbondale at home and Centray on the road. You know, and then October starts. I mean, the rest of September here is going to be a true test of what the Lady Rams are and going to be. And of course, tomorrow we will find out from the IHSA what regional the Lady Rams will be assigned to, so you can assess the postseason situation starting tomorrow.
Well, and there's a couple of sites that the Lady Rams could be sent. And the thing is now with Heron being 3A, and I believe Heron also hosting a regional this year, who is going to be the odd man out? You assume possibly the Centralia Annies if it goes 4-team regional, just because of the possibility of a Metro East regional that would include the likes of Mater Dei. So do the Annies get sent to the south? Does Mount Vernon get sent north? Can't fathom that Mount Vernon would go anything other than to Heron, but it certainly will be interesting to see not the pairings, but the side assignments tomorrow.
How things are done in Bloomington is unknown to many until they come out tomorrow, and I would expect between the 4 and 5 o'clock hours, maybe earlier, just depends. But, of course, all the fall sports not named football will be announced tomorrow. And, again, like you said, Mount Vernon could end up at Herring. They could end up at Altoff. They could go north. Who knows where the IHSA will divide and redivide things up, especially with the movement of teams from class to class this year, as we have seen with the enrollments and everything else.
Of course, we have your starting lineups coming up. They are brought to you by Central Christian Church. Incredible things are happening at Central Christian Church in Mount Vernon. Look no further than thenewcentral.com. Watch their Friday night and Sunday services online. It's thenewcentral.com. Central Christian Church, loving God and loving people. I was given 9 starters for the Wildcats, who will send out 6. Let's find out who the 9 are.
Well, we're going to turn the 9 on. They're going to be Mackenzie Johnston, number 5, Brittany Hoover, number 10, Montana Schaefer, number 13, Cassie Gribble, 14, Emily Lowry, number 15, Erin Dodd, number 22, Jackie Roan, number 23, Katie Comp.
We are going to have the national anthem, so we will go ahead and pause and honor America from Changnon. Starting lineups when we come back. This is Lady Rams Volleyball, presented by Banterra Bank.
When you want the best, think the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. The Orthopedic Center has the unique distinction of being one of only 2 non-academic accredited orthopedic teaching and research facilities in the state of Illinois. Our goal in education is to inspire the next generation of orthopedic surgeons. Patient care, education, and research are our core strengths. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive, Mount Vernon, and St. Mary's Good Samaritans Centralia campus, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Lately, we've been told that coming into Community First Bank is like stepping into a bank 20 years ago. Well, some of our larger competitors would probably be concerned. However, at Community First Bank, we are convinced that that may be the ultimate compliment. We believe service matters, and we all know service is delivered by people who care. Stop in and experience banking service like you remember. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC.
This is your home for Rams Radio, WMIX.
And welcome back to Changnon Gymnasium as your Rindley College pre-match rolls on. We apologize for that. Haven't had a national anthem all year here at home. They got the kinks worked out tonight. Francis Scott Key was made known here tonight, so now we will reacquaint ourselves with the starters for the Marion Wildcats from top to bottom.
Well, the Wildcats are 5-6 overall, 1-1 in the South 7 Conference. Number 5, Mackenzie Johnston. Number 10, Brittany Hoover. Number 13, Montana Schaefer. Number 14, Cassie Gribble. Number 15, Emily Lowry. Number 22, Erin Dodd. Number 23, Jackie Roan. Number 24, Katie Compt. And number 31, Christy Rothler. For head coach Kent Carroll's Marion Lady Wildcats.
Katie Comp is still at Marion,
yes.
Danny. You'll find out girls basketball comes around. She is one of those girls you wonder when she's ever going to graduate. Seems like she's been there 5 or 6 years. But let's go ahead and meet the Mount Vernon Lady Rams, courtesy of Central.
The libero will be Brooke Moore. Your other starters tonight, number 8, Miranda Eplin. Number 11, Kelby Cuyaba. Number 12, Cheyenne Morgan. Number 16, Aaliyah Palmer. Number 19, Taylor McGowan. And number 20, Mallory Kirsch for Angie Carroll's Mount Vernon Lady Rams.
Those are your starters, presented by Central Christian Church here in Mount Vernon. You can check them out online at thenewcentral.com. You can watch their webcasts on Friday night or Sunday morning. Those are worship experiences packed with energy, relevant teaching, and awesome programming for children and youth. Those are the webcasts, thenewcentral.com. Speaking of video webcasts, you can watch Lady Rams Volleyball tonight online at mywithersradio.com. We're glad to have you via video online, via audio online, or even via, what's that thing? Oh, yeah, terrestrial radio.
Yes.
Our home for so long, AM 940, where we are delighted to have you tonight. Looking at the time, we're about 11 shy of the top of the hour. We're getting started probably around 7:53 here on what has been a beautiful Thursday. But now the Lady Rams and Marion Wildcats looking to get things started, as we are awaiting the in-house introductions of both teams. Lady Rams Volleyball, of course, presented by Banterra Bank, the official voice of the Lady Rams. Kick off the season with a Banterra Bank free checking account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC. Danny, something the Lady Rams struggled with at Altoff and have struggled with at times throughout the year, not only communication, but times at the net. They're getting beat at the net because they're not really a team that likes just kind of go with the set spike and just kind of let it tip over the net. They're a team that tries to spike it. Sometimes they send it a little long.
And I think that's one of the things that Mount Vernon has to correct here. Some errors tonight, both service and passing wise. Service errors last few games that we have done. Mount Vernon has not done a very good job serving and getting points off their serve, number one. Number two, the passing, setting up other teammates, getting ready to go. They've had bits and pieces and little stretches of excellent passing tonight, and as far as games go, we got to see that from Mount Vernon in order to set things up.
Of course, we'll get you set here in just a moment. Looks like the Lady Rams will be going right to left. The Wildcats will be going left to right here as we get started. Game 1 of the varsity match. Let's go ahead and revisit the scores from the freshman and JV games.
Freshman game, Mount Vernon won 25-23, lost 20-25, but won the third set 15-10. Then the JV game, Marion won both 18-25 and 14-25 as we roll along here in the varsity contest.
Score updates each and every night presented by Tony Wilt, State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance financial service needs, it's Tony Wilt on 42nd Street and South Water Tower Place right here in Mount Vernon. You can also visit him online at TonyWilt.com. You see that red Jeep in the parking lot? Stop in. Tony would love to meet with you. Walk in, call in, click in. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. MyWithersRadio.com is where you'll find us tonight online with video and audio. And, of course, right here on your radio on AM 940 as we prepare to get started with the Mount Vernon Lady Rams and Marion Wildcats. That delay, of course, because they want to get everything all checked out, make sure the lineup cards are right, point of emphasis this season. Yep. And so we are about ready to go. Again, right to left for the Lady Rams, left to right for Kent Carroll's Lady Wildcats. And still about to get started. I think people are going to wonder if I'm just kind of messing with them and we're not really doing a volleyball broadcast tonight, but we'll be started here in a jiff, we hope, from historic Changnon Gymnasium.
So here's another thing I just saw. You run 6 players out there, and Mount Vernon put their libero out there, and another player went off. Very interesting, some of this volleyball stuff we're picking up as we move along here.
Well, you have the 4-2, the 5-1, that type of thing going down, and it's interesting how strategic it can be without people knowing. And, of course, here comes the first service. Yeah. Lady Rams pick up the point as it goes off of the back row of the Marion Wildcats. 1-0 your score as Cheyenne Morgan, who has led off the serve multiple times this season as the number 1 in the rotation, doing an outstanding job. 1 serving, nothing coming. Could be another ace. No, a nice dive back row. It's into the net. Unable to get to it, the front row for the Wildcats. And it'll be 2-0 Lady Rams on top, and I don't have a 9 on my roster.
This will be the case, Chris, of both teams under 500. The one who may get off that fast start might be the one who wins a set here.
No doubt about that. And here we go on the serve. Spike coming from McGowan after the Marion return. Here comes Kirsch, sends it long. It's 2-1, and the Lady Rams give up the serve and the point. Serving for Marion will be Brittany Hoover. She gets it started as their number 1. And here we go. It is right to Kirsch near the back row. Attack line, here we go. Morgan leaves it for McGowan down central, sends it long. It's tied at 2. And just like that, what was a 2-0 lead with the Lady Rams looking to build momentum, turns into a 2-2 draw thus far in game number 1 of this varsity match. Hoover will continue with the service. Nice dig by Moore, sends it up front. Morgan drops it off. Kuyava has it stuck back, but it's in the ladder. It'll be 3-2. Lady Rams with the serve coming back.
Shelby Kuyava had a quiet game the other night. Kind of was at a size disadvantage as far as height goes against Althoff, but comes back strong there. Puts a kill away.
Serving for the Lady Rams will be Mallory Kirsch. It'll be a nice dig. It's a pass up front. Dropped it off far side for the cast. Looked like it was into the net. And the Lady should be point Lady Rams.
Somebody hit the net, point Marion.
So somebody for the Lady Rams went into the net. Marion gets the point, tied at 3. Not how I saw it. As I look at the replay here, it looks like that should have been a point Lady Rams. Here we go. The serve coming from Cozart, who's not even listed as a starter on my... Either way, we continue on, and it's right into the net from Lowry on the return. Of course, she wasn't a starter because she came in on the rotation. You go get it figured out. 4-3 is your score. Lady Rams on top. They'll return to service. It'll be Taylor McGowan. She was the Ram of the Week last week with 10 kills in that Woodlawn game. Here it comes on the return near side. Centering. Nobody there to get it. They let it fall like the campfire. And now the Lady Rams are back up 2 for the first time since it was 2-love here, first set.
And Mount Vernon, 3 out of 5 service points here so far. That's important, as we said. Get points off your serve.
Here comes McGowan again. It is right at Marion on the back row. Here it comes on the nice return. My roster's got to be incorrect. I show none of these. Very few of these gals out there as the Wildcats look to return. Nice dig there by Kirsten McGowan, sent over by Palmer near side. Marion looking to build up a return on that front row. There it comes. Dug out by Taylor McGowan. Sends it wide left. Doesn't get past the front court. It's 5-4. Wildcats get to serve. And So here we go. Wildcats and Lady Rams. Wildcats trail 5-4 here. Chelsea Morris will serve for Marion. 5-4 your score. Lady Rams on top. Serve just clears the net. Nice Dick Quiaba coming near side Palmer. Left it for Kirsten McGowan. And there was Morris. Up front we go. Spike coming from Marion. No. Nice little lob play there. And Morgan sends it backside. Quiaba comes. Nearly blocked. Hits the ground. Hits it just shy of the attack line. And it'll be 6-4 Lady. 6-4 Lady Rams, up by 2.
And you can see already Kelvin Kuyava having a much better game here this evening. 2 kills already of the 6 Mount Vernon points.
Solid here tonight. Here it comes. She'll send that towards the right corner. Marion on the return. There it comes. Nice play there by the Wildcats to sneak it in just inside the sideline. It's 6-5.
I know the angle was better over there, but boy, from this angle, which is far away, it looked like it was out.
We're going to try to get these Marion roster issues straightened out.
Well, I
think they gave us a home roster.
That was the roster I got.
I'm not complaining at you. And here it comes from Kirsten McGowan. Pushes it long. Would have been an assist by Cheyenne Morgan. And
now oh, wow. Because see, the referee on the chair was signaling a tip, and the one on the floor said no. Very interesting. Point goes to Marion.
So 6-5. It'll be 5 serving 6 for the Wildcats with the serve. Unidentified. Kirsch up front to Morgan. Sends it back near side. It'll go back to Kirsch. Bumps it across. The libero is Roan. Passes up front. Here comes a spike and a kill. Too hot for Quiava to handle, and it'll be tied at 6. Ventura's online banking is convenient, efficient, and best of all, safe. Our security is your best defense. Ventura Bank, banking with local style. Member Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. Serve goes far corner. Quiava, a little hot, but it's to Moore. Sent across by Kirsten McGowan. Now back up front. Marion look for the return. Far corner. There it comes. Just off the arms of Moore. Barely nicks her, but it'll go out of bounds. It'll be 8-6 Wildcats as they're up 2 for the first time tonight.
Well, early on, Marion's got some rockets from the skill position, and unfortunately, Mount Vernon, they're going to have to time their blocks a little bit better.
Here comes a serve for the Wildcats. Now Kirsch lets it fall. Looked like she might have been confused as to whose ball that was there in the back row. And Marion's up 3.
Got to talk in this game like you do other sports. You got to talk so your teammates can hear you so you can set things up.
Another Wildcat serve. More there. It's up front to Morgan. Drops it off Kirsch near side. Had some trouble with it. Now Roan up front, far side. Spike coming into the net. 9-7. Lady Rams are within 2. They'll get to service.
Yeah, that's the thing is the Mount Vernon's going to have to keep number 2 away from that net, or at least get a couple people up there to try to block because she's putting away some points for Marion right now.
Doing a great job. It's Palmer on the serve. All the way to the back row. Marion looking to set up a return. There it comes from Hoover. A set coming from McGowan over to Kirsch. Sends it towards the far side. Great dig there on the back row by Marion. Now the pass will go out of bounds far side. And Marion can't muster a return. 9-8. Lady Rams down 1. Regain the service.
And that was Spiker going to zig and the pass zagged.
Somebody was looking for flag. They went...
Yep. There's an ace for Palmer. That's big.
Wow, that was a beautiful ace. That went right off of the arms on the return of the Wildcats there at the 10-foot line. And 9 serving 9. We're all tied up. Set 1 of this varsity matchup between the Lady Rams and the Marion Wildcats. Palmer's serve just clears that time. And now on the far side, here comes a spike. Great play by Palmer to get a piece of it. Moore got it. And now Kirsten McGowan finally brings it over. Set coming up front. It'll be a pass far side. Spikes it in the net. And it's 10-9.
I can't understand what Marion's trying to do here, Chris. They're trying to pass the ball from side to side, and that's a lot of dangerous with the angle they're taking. They can't get things set up that way.
Another serve from Palmer. This time it swings near side. They're going to bend it that far side. There it goes. It's off of the net. Great play by Hoover. Just got it over. It dangled off of the net, ricocheted to the floor, and the Lady Rams couldn't get a return. We're tied at 10. 10-10, set 1 of this varsity matchup. South 7 Conference volleyball play, and Roan, the libero, will have the serve. It's right to her counterpart, Moore. Free throw line. Now far side coming from Kirsch from Morgan. Now Hoover will return for Marion. Great dig there by Palmer over to Morgan. Now here comes a spike, McGowan. This is the back row, Roan. They're setting something up far side. It will clear, and it's right to the back row for Moore. Now Morgan far side for Kirsch. It's blocked. Great dig, Kirsten McGowan, right central. Back to Palmer. She'll try to spike it across. And now here we go. Setting something up. Into the net on the spike again. Far side. And Marion can't muster that return. 11-10 is your score. Lady Rams on top. Regain the serve. Who will be your Community First Bank of the Heartland Player of the Game? Find out in the Bean Insurance post-match show as Brooke Moore will 11 serving 10 for the Lady Rams. Far side, Schaefer looking for it. Dug out by Palmer. Great play, Kirsch, to keep it alive. Moore will bump it across. Schaefer there up front. Now Marion looking to make something happen. Schaefer spike. And it is off of the arms, off of the backboard. Brooke Moore as it goes far side. And it's tied at 11. Great traditions aren't given. They're earned through hard work and commitment. That's just what they believe in. Community First Bank of the Heartland, proud sponsors of the Lady Rams. A great tradition. 11-11 as the serve will come from Marion. Clears down central, back row, Palmer up front, Morgan. Leaves it for Taylor McGowan. There it comes. Nice set up front. Here we go, Wildcats. It's coming across, goes long, goes wide rather. Wide right side by Marion. And it'll be 12-11. Lady Rams back on top in this teeter-totter. That sounds kind of Canadian. Teeter. I don't know if I can do that
If
again.
you start saying defense and getting back in the neutral zone, I know what's going on.
We're almost there. 12-11 the score. Schaefer far side. Marion on the return. Lady Wildcats had something set up, couldn't get it. And now Lady Rams will return. That was Kirsch on the near side. Leaving it far side for Marion. Spike comes. Great play by Palmer. It's up front. Morgan got it across. Spike will be sent long. Moore reached for it. Didn't get it. And it went out of bounds. It'll be 13-11. Lady Rams continue the lead.
A game and a match Mount Vernon can win.
Oh, yeah.
Confidence now. Got to take care of business.
Could be a regional matchup, obviously. Of course, it's pretty well the South 7 Conference tournament down south here in volleyball. Marion on the return after the serve by Morgan. And now it's left for McGowan to get it across. Roan sends it up front. They're going to drop it off near side. Great play by Morgan to get it up in the air for Quiaba. Now far side, near side rather, for Kirsch. Great dig by Marion on the dive. Far side it goes. The spike looks like it's there. It's there. No man's land for the Lady Rams. 13-12 now as Marion's back within Uno.
And from that left angle that Marion's attacking, they're going left side to the middle of the Lady Rams defense. There's nobody in the middle. Mount Vernon's got to move their feet and shuffle over there.
Clearly playing a strategy as Hoover was on the serve. Lady Rams' final hit coming near side. Quiaba, it's off of the libero back row. 14-12 as Lady Rams are back on top. If you can't get to the bank during intermission, don't worry. Bank in the stands with Bantura's cell phone banking. Bantura Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. 14-12 the score. It'll be Mallory Kirsch with the serve. She's a left side server with a right hand. Just your typical calm topspin serve. 14-12. Marion looks for the return, sends it long. Long and to the right. It's 15-12 Lady Rams, and whatever Kirsch is brewing seems to be working as the Lady Rams got the point.
And it's 8 out of 14 Lady Rams serve on points tonight. That's big to see.
Big, big, big. Big time. They're on their way. They're making it. Kirsch will serve. Near side it goes. Marion looking for a return, going far side with it this time. Great play by Kirsch to dig it out. It's into the net. Morgan got to it. Great play by Palmer to get across. It's blocked by McGowan on the Schaefer return. Thought he saw 2 hits back to back. No call, and here we go. It's left for McGowan. She was in the net. Quiaba digs it out. Morgan coming near side for Palmer. She pushes it across.
Oh, good
swung at. Rowan's going to come near corner. And now one final return for the Wildcats, but Moore's there back row. Morgan sets it across. Here we go. Marion's down central. Schaefer on the spike. Sends it just inside the right line. And it's 15-13. Marion's back within a deuce.
Schaefer hung that one out.
Got some encouragement from her father here nearby.
Yes, former Benton and SIU basketball standout.
Roommate of Jeff Lonan in college, I understand.
We could get some stories, I'm sure.
I'm sure we could. McGowan goes up for it. Gets the attempted block by the Wildcats, but it goes under the net somehow, and it's 16-13.
Up by 3, Mr. Hugo, and this is one of those points. You get a couple of service points here. You can make Marion a little nervous, put a little pressure on them.
We're past the top of the hour. We'll handle that in just a moment. 16-13 Lady Rams. Return coming far side on a spike from the Wildcats. Morgan sets up Palmer. She'll push it across. Far side. It plinkles around near the front of the net. It is pushed over by the Wildcats and just gets past a diving Aaliyah Palmer. 16-14 Lady Rams. We'll pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio.
Lady Rams Volleyball is on your radio at AM 940 WMIX Mount Vernon and worldwide with audio and video at mywintersradio.com. Free services from Withers Broadcasting.
Marion with the serve, down 16-14, set one of the varsity match. It's a lean back set by Cheyenne Morgan. Send it to Kelpie Quiaba, and she'll push it long. And now Marion gets the point. So Marion will get back-to-back serves for the first time in a while, down 16-15. here in this first set. Next one's coming right down central. Palmer's there for the pass up front. Morgan drops it off. Kirsten McGowan to the back row for Roan. Now down central up front, coming near side. Spike was blocked by Palmer. Palmer picks up the kill. It's 17-15. Lady Rams by 2.
Nice, because Centralia. Not that that's been on our mind tonight, but serving that time there, Mount Vernon cut it back, got a 2-point lead.
17-15. Service Cuiava's Roan. Now far side off of the pass. It'll be a dig by Kelby. And Morgan trying to center. Kirsten McGowan sends it to the near corner. Roan, nice dig on their own. Sends it up front. Here comes a spike. Ooh, some wicked English on that. A screwball. Cuiava got it. Morgan sent it back to Kirsch. She'll bring it across. Marion musters a return far side. There it comes. Great dig by Cuiava. Got it all the way across on a return. Now they're going to set something up. Blocked by Kirsten McGowan. Roan's last chance comes here in their sideline. Able to get it across, and that'll be more. Far side, Morgan. Pushed across, Kirsten McGowan. There's Roan. Great volleying here by both teams. Far corner, pushed across, and that's the Lady Rams' weakness. It's a susceptibility up front to mistime a block, and it'll be just a soft touch spike by the hitter for the Wildcats.
Mistime a block, but also two go up, and then when those two go up, there's nobody behind them coming in behind to be aware of that play.
Here comes a serve for the Wildcats. Up front, McGowan got it across, barely, just past Marion. Now more on the back row, sends it far side. Morgan's going to drop it off. Kirsten McGowan was able to get it off her own. It'll go between the basketball goal uprights. It'll be 18-16, Lady Rams on top. Banterra Bank brings you Lady Rams Volleyball. Whether retirement is years or months away, open a retirement account that fits your lifestyle perfectly. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. So Palmer will serve for the Lady Rams, up 18-16. Here in game one, the return is a pass up front, waiting for a return, rather. Far side it comes. There's more back row for the Lady Rams. Up front, far side to Morgan. Spike by Kirsten McGowan goes into the net, and it's 18-17. Marion just will not go away.
No, and Marion was down 3, 16-13 at one point. Keep hanging around, see if Mount Vernon can get a serve back and a point.
Roan serve, 17-18 for the Wildcats. And now the return, Lady Rams showing signs of a little bit of trouble. Palmer finally pushes across. Now it's going to be set up down central for Schaefer. And that'll plinko around. It was hit 3 times. It went off of Cuiava, off the chest of Moore, and then Palmer would have been the final hit. So Lady Rams weren't going to get a return. And that was a great serve. We're tied at 18. Great return, I should say. Rowan will continue. There it comes to Moore. She called off Kirsch. Kirsch able to center it. Goes over. And somehow Mallory Kirsch gets the kill. Just trying to get something over the net, or at least centered. And 19-18 is the Lady Rams will return to serve.
Yeah, this is where Mount Vernon. Here you go. Brooke Moore back serving. I'd like to see her rattle off about 6 in a row.
19-18 the score. Here comes Brooke Moore down central. Roan there. Nice pass up front. It'll be set up near side. Spike's coming. It's off a couple fingertips. Cuiava sitting up front. Morgan now back to the near side. Kirsch looking for the kill. Dug out. Now they're going to have to come from side to side here. Now swung over. Looks like it's going out and far. And it was out. It'll be 20-18. Lady Rams are up 2, and we'll have a timeout. Of course we will. Timeout the all-new hybrid Lincoln MKZ from Ford Square of Mount Vernon, 1501 Broadway, where the best never rest. Lincoln MKZ hybrid can get up to 750 miles out of one tank. Find out more information, Ford Square, 1501 Broadway, Mount Vernon, Illinois, where the best never rest. Of course, you can count on us. Ford Square. 2018 your score, set 1 of this varsity match. Lady Rams lead by 2. Chris Hugo with Danny Zerwinski alongside. And Danny, Lady Rams are starting to realize what they are capable of. Have finished up with a nice couple of volleys here to and fro against these Wildcats. And the Wildcats, what they've been doing is trying to come up with a set plan far or near on a spike. The Lady Rams have been able to defend.
Well, Mount Vernon's in this game. Now it's a matter of executing and finishing the product. I mean, you got to be able to take care of those things and do those things. And Coach Carroll's made an adjustment here as far as lineup and or rotations now. Brookmore ends up with the match on her, I should say set on her hand. 5 more points would be wonderful in this case.
20-18 your score. Lady Rams on top and with the serve. Dug out by Roan. Now up front. Here we go. Schaefer on the spike. Pushed it long. It'll be 21-18.
Mount Vernon 10 of 18 on service points in this game.
Support your Mount Vernon Rams with a Ram debit card from Community First Bank. Community First Bank is the only bank with debit cards tied to the Rams, with a portion of the proceeds going back to the high school. Marion on the return. McGowan got it across. They're going to set up far side for the spike. Great block by McGowan with some help from Morgan. Another block, this time Morgan. Now Schaefer pushes it across, and that is Cuiava with the setup. Coming up front for Morgan. Kirsch will rainbow it over, we can say. And now a spike by Schaefer, almost blocked by McGowan, goes off her pinky finger out of bounds. It'll be 21-19, so a 2-point lead for the Lady Rams, but the serve goes back to the Wildcats. 19 serving 21 for Marion. Kirsch up front, took it to Morgan. Now a spike coming. Oh, just near side wide by Taylor and McGowan. It's 21-20, a 1-point game.
Now, it's again, Mount Vernon's been able every time when they've been up 1 point to get the serve back in a point. See if they can do it here.
21-20. Lady Rams looking for a setup here. It comes from McGowan, but it's blocked by Schaefer. So Schaefer gets the block, the kill, and it's 21-21.
And Mount Vernon kind of scoreboard watching, Chris. Had that 3-point lead, had leads, keep looking up, and the game's not over. And Mount Vernon has got to get back to her aggressive way and get this serve back.
After the serve, Cuiava up front. Morgan leaves it for McGowan. That's inside the near corner. 22-21. Lady Rams are back on top, and they get to serve here. I believe it's back to Cheyenne Morgan as libero is the 6 and Morgan's the 1 on the rotation. Somebody studied.
I noticed.
You betcha. Wikipedia,
Catching up, baby.
22-21. Here it comes. A little bit of English on that. Screwball effect. Schaefer on the spike. Dug out. Palmer up front. Morgan. She's going to leave it for McGowan. Stuffed at the net, and McGowan pushed it behind the back line. And we're tied at 22. That's an unforced error on Taylor and McGowan. She was trying to get control of it for her team. Unfortunately, the rest of her team came up to back her up and overshot the play. Here comes a 22-22 serve. It's centered. Kirsch will push it across far side. Dug out. Here it comes up front. Schaefer's coming for the spike, looking for the kill. Great play there by Cuiava on the reaction. Up front it comes to Morgan, leaving it for Kirsch. It's blocked, but it goes in the net. Schaefer got a piece of it. Final chance for the Wildcats. They'll get it across. More. Up front, Morgan. She's going to set up the hitter. McGowan, there it comes. It drops. Right between a bevy of diving Lady Cats, and it's 23-22.
Again, Kelby Cuiava, her ability to make digs in this game understated if Mount Vernon can win this match.
The all-new Jeep Wrangler. Find it at King City Chrysler Center right here in Mount Vernon. If you don't like the Jeep Wrangler, how about the all-new Dodge Durango with best-in-its-class power, towing, and driving range. Can't go wrong with either one. King City Chrysler Center, you can count on us right here in Mount Vernon. They bring you this time out on Lady Rams Volleyball. Chris Hugo, Danny Zerwinski alongside set 1 of the varsity match, 23-22. Lady Rams on top. It's really been a topsy-turvy affair throughout.
Yeah, and Mount Vernon's been able to stay ahead. 16-13, Marion's tied them a couple of times and had the serve, and Mount Vernon's been able to get back in at 23-22 lead. Mount Vernon with 2 points away. Mallory Kirsch getting ready to serve. It'd be wonderful to get a first set win here.
We'll see how this shakes out for the Lady Rams. Up 2, looking for game point if they can get it there. It is Mallory Kirsch. She'll be one of Jeff Lonen's Lady Ram basketball players, I believe, coming up. Lonen here tonight taking in the action. Kirsch coming with the serve. It swings near side. Great play there by Marion on the sideline to rescue it. Schaefer will push it, but more able to get to it. Kirsch up front to McGowan. Taylor McGowan. And now the Wildcats looking to set something up down central. Schaefer on the return just pushed it across. And here's what she does so well, Danny, is she goes up as if she's going to spike it with all of her might and just simply touches it across.
It's a running serve. It's a running spike, and then she can adjust from back and then backing off.
And now Schaefer will serve. Tied at 23. It's pushed back over near side. Palmer sends it long. And it's set point for the Wildcats, up 24-23. And just like that, momentum has shifted.
Yeah, and Mount Vernon might have let one get away here.
Eaky McEagerton, if you're keeping score at home. Here it comes from Schaefer, game point. Palmer goes far side to Morgan. It'll be dropped off McGowan. Wildcats look for a return. There it comes. Great play there by McGowan. Sends it up front. Palmer gets it over the net barely. Now back to Morgan after the Wildcat return. Cuiava sets up McGowan. There it is. Schaefer couldn't get to it. It's 24-24. And just like that, Lady Rams got a reprieve. Lady Rams Volleyball presented by Banterra Bank. Help make your kids' future a victory. Teach them the importance of saving today with Banterra's Smart Kids Savings Account. Banterra Bank. Banking with local style. McGowan save. Potential block or spike coming far side. Great play by Morgan to Cuiava up front. Left it near side. And there, my friends, is a spike and subsequent kill by Aaliyah Palmer. It's 25-24, and now game point for the Lady Rams.
And boy, Palmer put that one home. Had an opportunity, went down the gut.
Sent that one right down the right side, the right way. McGowan will serve. Taylor. Up front, they'll drop it off far side. Soft spike there by the Cats. Just a return hit. It's basically all that was. Free ball. Far side on the return. Cuiava. Cats will set something up down central. Right there for it, though, is Morgan. To Cuiava. Pushed across by Palmer. Now McGowan after the return. And that will be huge.
Yeah.
As the Lady Rams just knocked it right into the net. We're tied at 25.
I'd like to welcome those listening in on the way home from El Dorado tonight, a volleyball game. Hearing us on AM 940.
You betcha. And here we go on the near side. Lady Rams with some trouble on the return. Aaliyah Palmer went where nobody was. Thought Morgan was coming. She wasn't there yet. And it falls to the ground. 26-25. Game point. Here come the Cats. Up one. Palmer, nice play there on the sideline near side. Morgan sends it to Cuiava, and it's into the net. Kirsten McGowan tries to get a piece of it, knocks it under. 27-25, your final here in set number one. We'll be back with set number two as Lady Rams hope to force a third. This is Lady Rams Volleyball, presented by Banterra Bank.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit service. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Yes, you can. You can get a car for your teenager today at Second Chance Auto in Mount Vernon. Second Chance Auto has a terrific selection of good, clean, dependable vehicles. Perfect for your teen to drive to school, from economical models to trucks and SUVs. Second Chance Auto has just what you're looking for. They're family-owned and operated, and they've been helping families like yours for over 32 years. Yes, you can get the best for your son or daughter. Call 244-4582 and get pre-approved right over the phone. Or stop in at Highway 142 East in Mount Vernon. Yes, you can at Second Chance Auto.
If you or a loved one experience chest discomfort, pain, heaviness, shortness of breath, we at Good Samaritan Regional Health Center want you to know that every second counts.
I'm Fadi Shamsham. I'm an interventional cardiologist and a vascular medicine specialist. American Heart Association guidelines that recommend that the door to balloon should be at no more than 90 minutes. Here at Good Sam, we have averaged 69 minutes. We have a 24-hour, 7 days a week, experienced staff on call, including a intervention cardiologist who are ready to respond to any emergency that presents.
Every second lost is precious heart muscle at risk. You have a first-class heart center right in your own backyard, where patients have access to the most advanced treatment available. For more information about our physicians and heart services, call toll-free 1-888-257-6098. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center, close to your heart, close to home.
This is Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX, powered by Banterra Bank.
And welcome back, Changnon Jim, Chris Hugo, Danny Zerwinski alongside as we're 18 past the top of the hour here on WMIX with video online at mywithers.radio.com. Lady Rams Volleyball presented by Banterra Bank. Don't get sacked for you football fans. Take control of your health care expenses with a tax-advanced health savings account. Banterra Bank, banking with local style. Member FDIC. Speaking of which, we're on the road tomorrow night at Althoff as the Crusaders welcome the Rams at East High School. They're in Belleville as they're unable to play at Lindenwood. So we'll be on the air tomorrow night, 6:40 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff, right here, your usual Rams media outlets of AM 940 and online at mywithers.radio.com. We'll have a video broadcast feed and an audio feed for those of you who may not have the internet connection necessary, but it'd be rare not to pick up our streaming video. Danny, disappointing first match for Lady Rams. They fall 27-25?
Yes.
And that
had
first
opportunity.
one.
And I think here's what the deal is, Chris. Mount Vernon's to the point in their program now that they're building close to winning and then not finishing out the deal, a la my NFL team. So what has to happen is you got to get to that point and you got to push yourself and win that one. That one that you don't know if you can win, that's where Mount Vernon's got to get to right now. Win the one they don't know where they can get. And then if Mount Vernon's able to do that, then that will build confidence to winning sets against teams you may or may not be able to, and then winning matches against teams that you may or may not be able to.
Part of Lady Rams' issue has just been having coaching consistency. So now you hope with Angie Carroll back home, you keep her around for a few years, build something magical. Marion will serve here, set number 2. Looking to send it home in straight. Here comes the serve right down central. Here on the near side for the Lady Rams. Return coming. It'll be Cuiava from Morgan. Push. No. Sent just inside the sideline near side. 1-0. Lady Rams are on top early on here. Set 2.
I had a good angle of that one from where I was at, Chris. Just past the podium for the umpire, and I could see it in the corner down there.
Kirsch will serve for the Lady Rams, starting out as number 1 here in set 2. Oh, and ace for Mallory Kirsch. Just put enough topspin on it to get it across. It fell right in front of the diving Wildcat, and the Lady Rams have a commanding 2-0 lead.
Commanding. That's about as big as it's been. Lady Rams have had a 3-point lead in the game, and that's about it.
I'm amped for some reason right now. I have no idea what happened during the break. Kirsch on the serve. Marion with some trouble. Down to their third hit. It gets across down central. Kirsch looking to send it up front. There's Morgan looking far side. Finds Palmer. Palmer pushes across. Great job by Palmer, but Marion right there. Here it comes near side. Blocked by Cuiava at the net. It's 3-0.
Nice start for Mount Vernon as Lady Rams are up 3-0, one of their biggest leads.
Kirsch will continue the serve. Here it comes. Some more topspin, more like a screwball coming near side. Roan sent it up front. Looking for some give and go, but it swung across finally. Kirsch there. Up front, Morgan's going to drop it off near side. Cuiava with the kill. Right above the top of the key. Right there in the back row, it's 4-0. Lady Rams on top, looking to put some sauce on it.
And mustard.
Well, they're not hot dogging.
No.
Oh.
We just want to relish a victory here tonight.
Wow. But you think I'd have thought of that one on 4-0 as Kirsch for the serve. It's in the back court.
You know how you and I are.
Far side, Palmer. Had some sauce on that, speaking of which. And now Marion swings over return. Kirsch is there in the back row, sends it up front, right down central. Morgan, who's it going to be for? It's a block at the net. McGowan didn't want to go into the net. Held her arms in front of her. Couldn't muster a return. 4-1 your score. Marion gets to serve down 3. Banterra Bank is the official voice of Lady Rams. Say more about them after the 4-1 service. There it comes near corner for Kirsch. Up front, Morgan drops it off. McGowan sends it long, 4-2. Score a touchdown with a CD, TD with a CD even. Check out Banterra's interest rates on deposit products. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. Kirsch gets it, sends it over. Marion's going to let it fall. It went just wide right. Point Marion, they're within 1. So Marion on a 3-0 run here in set 2 to get back within 1, 4-3.
Going with the gift that keeps on giving. Florida State to Miami, the wide right, 4-3 now. And after a 4-0 run, Marion clawing their way back in.
Serve coming from Marion. Kirsch will send it wide. It's all the way across the line. And there we go. Cuiava had to come around all the way across the restraining line here in Changnon Gym. Then was already over on Marion's side by the time she got a hit on it. 4-4 your score. Kirsch on the return. And whatever happened to the Lady Rams in the huddle has seemed to unravel here since Marion's gained control of the serve.
It's like Mount Vernon's playing with a touch of, we're up 4-0. Should we really be up 4-0? You know, you got to believe in yourself when you start building leads like that.
There was no touch or feel of cotton. Here it comes, 5-4. Marion on top. Palmer had it stuck back. Nobody there to return. Palmer was far side looking to make something happen. Marion blocked it, and it's 6-4 Wildcats on a 6-0 run here in set number 2. Lady Rams fell in the first set, 27-25, trying to avoid going 0-3 in the conference. Eplin on the return, sent it backwards. Palmer was able to recover. McGowan got it across. And now Marion, that's Schaefer, sent it where they ain't. Eplin and Moore, no communication there. Both thought the other was going to get it, and it's 7-4.
Yeah, got to be some communication there somewhere.
And they'll find it, and it'll be okay. Yep. 7-4 the score here. Rams down 3. Marion will serve. Another lady not on the roster. So Morgan will set up. Cuiava on the near side. Got it to go off the top of the net. The lead action went left side. It will be 7-5. Lady Rams within 2. McGowan will serve. Comma Taylor. McGowan, comma Taylor.
M&M.
You betcha.
M&T.
She'll bring the serve up. 7-5 your score. Marion on top. They get the return. A one-hander by Palmer. A little bit of give and go. She gets it back from Taylor and McGowan. Sends it across. Roan's there. Up front we go. Looking for some help near side. It's pushed wide into the Lady Rams bench. It'll be 7-6.
Hello.
How you doing?
That's a new precinct heard from Marion as far as being able to bring the Thunder with a skill or a spike.
Thunder rolls. There you go.
You get thunderstruck if you're not careful.
That's right. Here it comes. On the return from Marion after the McGowan serve, down 6-7. Pushed across Cuiava, goes far side. It's a bump coming up front. Soft hit on the free ball. Here we go. Down central. Morgan gives it to Cuiava, pushes it towards the far corner. And now Marion's there to regroup. Schaefer will bring it across to Taylor McGowan up front. It'll be set up by Morgan to Palmer. Great play there by the Wildcats back row. Now a dual hit across. And it goes to Eplin. Up front by Morgan. Pushes it across, looking for the little nonchalant action. Now Morgan on the dig. Comes near side. Cuiava sends it to Palmer. Rainbow action. Back to Roan. Back row. Here we go. Schaefer up front. Pushes across. There's Palmer. Now it's going to be set up by Morgan. Back to Palmer. Spike was dug out by the Wildcats. Back row. Coming near side. Schaefer got it off of the hand of McGowan, but the other McGowan was there. Now it's brought across. Lady Rams trail 7-6. Far side, that was Palmer. Now brought across by Cuiava. This one's going to continue for a while, maybe. And as I say that, it's a spike coming from the left side for the Wildcats. Non-roster invitee. And that is off of the Lady Rams out of bounds. It's 8-6 Wildcats.
Free agent pickup.
Half of them are.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens. You and I know across the travails of the year.
Very few of these girls on the 25-man. And it's a back row coming near side. Couldn't see who it was for the Wildcats, but a nice return. Eplin, great job up front to Morgan. Leaves it for Palmer. Great dig by the Wildcats back row. Front row, we go into the court. Here it comes. It's off of Marion into the Lady Rams zone, past the neutral zone, and it's going to be a point Wildcats as it went off the Lady Rams when it went out of bounds.
The run and spike allows her to intimidate at first and get the defense where she wants.
Schaefer will serve up 9-6 for the Wildcats, and it's into the net off of Kirsten McGowan. She touches it again. Point Marion, it's 10-6. Don't bank on the away team, bank for the locals. Banterra, locally owned and operated. Banterra Bank, banking with local style, member FDIC. Morgan sends it rear side. Palmer back to Moore. Schaefer, pass up front. It'll be sent near side. Spike's coming. There it is. And that looked like it was wide right. But it must have just been inside the line. It'll be 11-6 Marion. Of course, Tony Wilt brings you scoreboard updates this season. No score updates to report since the last, but we can tell you that for all of your insurance financial service needs, it's Tony Wilt, 42nd Street, South Water Tower Place in Mount Vernon. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Cuiava is there to get the kill. It was coming near side from Cheyenne Morgan. Cuiava gets the spike. It goes off of Marion. And it's 11-7, Lady Rams within 4.
Yeah, and that's a little bit better there for Mount Vernon. Stop that run by Marion, get it back down to 4 and serve.
Set 2 of the varsity match. Lady Rams lost the first, 25-27. And here it comes. Moore with the serve. It gets over. Wildcats have trouble on the return. Diving on the final attempt. Can't get it. Hits the floor. It's 11-8. So Lady Rams within 3 as Cuiava will serve. Here comes Kelby's offering. Right down central there to get it Marion. The Wildcats looking to make something happen. Off of Palmer, rescued by Moore. Palmer will swing it over. Back row, Marion looking to set something up. Here comes a spike. Off of the fists of Moore. She couldn't get to it. It's 12-8. Marion back up by 4.
There's some thunder being brought there, and unfortunately for Malvern just can't get over there and make that. I mean, that's just you tip your cap on that one. Just say it was a better kill than it was dig.
Quick lightning strike there by the Wildcats, and here we go. Somebody on the roster, Chelsea Morris, will serve. Eplin, a nice dig as it just barely clears the net. And now the Cats making something happen. Eplin goes for it again. There was no way that she should have ever gotten to that one, let alone got a piece of it, but she tried and goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and, you got to get your body and your angle, but boy, as far as that one's going, and where Marion's aiming are all the angles on the sidelines, and again, you can anticipate, but boy, like you said, it's tough to even get a hand on that one.
Morris will continue to serve. 13-8 the score. Eplin got in front of that one. Up front, Morgan leaves it for Kirsten McGowan. Slung on by Morris. Now the little barrel Roan was in on. Coming near side for the spike. It's out of bounds. Did Cuiava get a piece of it? No, she didn't. It'll be Lady Rams point. They're down 13-9. Looking for a Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game. Come start a banking relationship at Community First Bank. You won't be disappointed. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC. Palmer pushes it long and left, so it'll be 14-9 after that Aubrey serve.
Yep, missed the target.
Second set of action from Changnon Gym. Lady Rams, Marion Wildcats. Serve came from Marion. Now the return comes from Kirsch for the Lady Rams. Punched over by the Wildcats. Dug out by Moore near the back row. Front side we go. Kirsch had it blocked. And because it did not get across, it was blocked. The Lady Rams had their fourth hit.
Boy, Mount Vernon, cannot get anything going. The confidence. Up 4-0 in this set.
They are rattled, down 15-9. Morgan leaves it for Kirsten McGowan. Gets it across. Did it go long? It did. Went long towards the left. And it's 16-9. Wildcats up a touchdown. Marion with the serve. And that's into the net. Morgan distracted by them going up for a block. Unable to get anything on it. It's 17-9. Yikes. Not the way you want it to go if you're the Lady Rams. It is off of Cuyama, near side. Morgan centers it to Kirsten McGowan, and she will send it just inside the line. It's in at 17-10. And the Lady Rams trying to keep it a 7-point game at worst. Brooke Moore will continue to serve as we hit the bottom of the hour. We'll take care of that in a moment. Serves out of bounds. It's 18-10. We'll pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio.
Lady Rams Volleyball is on your radio at AM 940 WMIX Mount Vernon and worldwide with audio and video at mywithersradio.com. Free services from Withers Broadcasting.
Up 18-10. Roan with the serve. Palmer up front. Morgan now leaves it for Kirsch. Far side. It's blocked by Schaefer. Morgan gets the return. Dug out Schaefer. Far side. Here we go. Give and go. Pushed across. Lady Rams bit for it again. That thunderous jump. And then a soft return. 19-10 Wildcats. Don't get sacked. Take control of your health care expenses. It's a tax-advanced health savings account from Banterra Bank. They are the official voice of the Rams, banking with local style. 19-10 your score. Lady Rams on the final hit of this set. Or series, I should say. It was Palmer that got it over. Now Morris returns. Back to Palmer. It is Morgan leaving it for McGowan. Push long.
Well, Mount Vernon lost all momentum in this stretch, and now they're getting a timeout here down 20-10. It's just the Lady Rams confidence early and just lost it. It was 4-0.
Timeout, you guessed it, presented by Ford Square of Mount Vernon. Fuel economy has been redefined with the all-new 2011 Ford Fiesta with up to 40 miles per gallon highway. It's a pretty big deal. Ford Square with the best never rests, 1501 Broadway Street, Mount Vernon. Yes, Broadway, a street.
Yes.
It is. Meanwhile, we're here at 320 South 7th, the house that Stanley built, or actually FDR. Here's Changnon Gym. Chris Hugo with Danny Zerwinski alongside. Reese Barnfield, the man with the camera. Avery Barton back in the studio as Reese waves. It's not Fox Sports Midwest. We don't have another camera on you waving. That's okay. Reese Barnfield gives it his best, doing a great job tonight. For those of you watching on mywithersradio.com. 20-10. Set number 2 of the varsity matchup. Lady Rams fell in the first, 25-27. They trail this one 10-20. And Road will serve for Marion. Will she? Here it comes. And there it is, down central. Palmer up front to Morgan. Sends it far side. Mallory Kirsch on the return. Schaefer went up for the block. It goes off of her strong hand, her lead hand. And it's 20-11. Lady Rams is in 9. You'll battle for a little bit of a niner.
Got to battle a little bit now.
Crack into the single dig.
Got to dig in and run off some points here for yourself.
Cheyenne Morgan will serve off to the right. Morris up front. Dropped off. Here it comes. Great dig by Cuyama. Set up by Morgan. The Kirsch on the far side. Morris on the reaction. Great bump coming up front. Set up. Punched over. Great play by Morgan. In the back row up front it goes. From Kelby Cuyama, she'll get the assist. Taylor McGowan able to knock it across off of the Wildcat, 20-12. And back within 8 are the Lady Rams.
Go
ahead.
Taylor McGowan is 11 digs in this game, also 3 kills.
A lot of that, no doubt. Here it comes on a return. And Marion able to get it over. Saved by Taylor McGowan, pushed across by Morgan. Roan on the reaction, had no choice but to dive. Got it! And it's sent back by the Wildcats like a bad order of steak. 21-12 your score. They're back up 9. Community First Bank of the Heartland brings you your player of the game. Community First Bank with more Jefferson County locations than anyone else. Locally owned with decisions made here. Proud supporters of the Mount Vernon Rams and Jefferson County with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Ina. Not Woodland, Woodlawn. Down central, it's McGowan. Punching over a return. Up front we go on a potential return by the Wildcats. Their volley comes across. Morgan a nice dig, got it across the net. Schaefer lets it go, and it's 21-13. As back within 8 are the Wildcats.
Yeah.
Or Rams.
Marion with a miscommunication. Now Mount Vernon needs to get off some runs here. Get some points.
Kirsch will serve down 21-13, otherwise known as 13-21 in this scenario. Roan to Schaefer, and it looks like that was 4 hits in the net. They missed one. It's 21-14. For all of your insurance financial service needs, visit your local State Farm agent, Tony Wilt. He is conveniently located on 42nd Street in Mount Vernon and online at TonyWilt.com. Walk in, call in, or click in. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Return coming from Marion off the Kirsch serve. Morgan to Cuiava near side. Got it across. It's set up front. Could it be coming Schaefer? No, it's coming far near side. Off of the spike. Great play by Palmer. Give and go from Morgan. Palmer had it dug out again. Here's a spike now for Marion. Palmer's right there, left side. Up front, Morgan dropped it off. McGowan and Taylor was able to get the kill off of the lead woman up front on the attack for Marion. It's 21-15. Lady Rams within a half dozen.
Taylor McGowan, 4 kills in the game. She also has 11 digs.
Kirsch on the serve. Back row it is. It's a set up front. It was a trap as Schaefer got the return. Dug out by Kirsch a couple of times on subsequent Marion returns. And now looking to return it again. Schaefer looking for the spike. It's off of Morgan. Set up front. Cuiava will push it over to Palmer. It's blocked. McGowan was there. Palmer pushes it over. Runs into her own woman. Morgan able to get up and get set. It's pushed over by Marion. Palmer was there far side. It'll be sent near side. Cuiava hoping to catch somebody out of place. They were there. Marion will return. It's fisted across. Morgan picks it up. Now over to Cuiava. Far side. Palmer sends it long. And it's 22-15. Marion back up 7. Hoorah is all I can say at this point.
So close. So close.
There's another non-roster invitee will serve for the Wildcats.
So close right now for Mount Vernon. There's a break.
Serves into the net. Speaking, you said it right there. A break for the Lady Rams. 22-16. It'll be 16. Serving 22. Taylor McGowan will serve. She was your Ram of the Week a week ago, which you'd be hearing about her this week on AM and FM. Now comes a punch across. Nobody there. Left corner for the Lady Rams up front. And it's 23-16. Don't support the other team. Go green with Banterra's online bill pay and online statements. Banterra Bank. Banking with local style. Member FDIC. It's coming off the serve. Schaefer. Back row. Kirsch there for it. Up front, Morgan. Dropped off. Great play by Kirsten McGowan, but a good return by Marion. Palmer sends it across. Sends it across twice on Marion returns. Now here comes a spike, and it's into the net. 23-17 as the Lady Rams will get the serve.
You have to take advantage of this, and you have to get some points. Cuiava's got to get him here, Marion making mistakes.
Kelby will serve. Here it comes. Right down the heartbeat of it all. Marion returns. Lady Rams got it back on a Cuiava return. And then Marion pushes across. It's into the net now for the Lady Rams. It'll be a point Marion. It is match point.
Close to the net there. Looked out of bounds. The Lady Ram got a hand on it and couldn't hit it back, obviously.
So we'll have a quick substitution as Morris will come in for the serve to try to end it here for the Wildcats. Chelsea Morris on the serve. Sends it right to Brooke Moore, and that'll be an ace. She couldn't dive far enough. And the Wildcats win this 25-17. Lady Rams fall 25-27 and 17-25. 2-7 on the year, now 0-3 in the South 7. We'll tell you all about it, tell you more in the Bean Insurance Post-Match Show coming up. This is Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX.
If you want a successful business, you need good partners. And if your need is printing, you won't find better partners than Mark and Carrie Smith.
Helping people is what we love.
But we need help with our financing.
That's why the Smiths and hundreds of local businesses trust Banterra. Banterra is the area's #1 financial partner, offering commercial loans, treasury management, and remote deposit services. With Banterra as your partner, you can concentrate on what you do best. Banterra, banking with local style.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Does this sound familiar? I can't stand this job. I just wish I had time to go back to school, but with work and family.
I know. I just enrolled in Rend Lake College's evening cosmetology program. They have evening classes that will even fit into your busy schedule. You can even graduate in less than 2 years. Classes are convenient to get to, and they're in Studio RLC in Mount Vernon. They even offer financial aid.
What's it like? I've been out of school so long.
It's not your typical take notes. Listen to a lecture program. We will learn the latest styles and trends in cosmetology, and it looks looks like we'll have fun doing it. We'll be out on the salon floor getting hands-on experience and getting to know all kinds of people. By the time we're done, we'll be ready to jump into a new career and love our job. For once.
Okay, how do I sign up?
I called 618-242-8459, but you can also check out their website at rlc.edu/studio RLC or stop by the RLC Marketplace in Mount Vernon.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Jeep dealer at King City Chrysler Center in Mount Vernon. Have you ever dreamed of having your own Jeep Wrangler? Imagine driving down the highway with the top down and absorbing the sun rays. Off-road, on-road, wherever you want to go has just become easier. Right now, you can receive 0% for 60 months through Ally Financial on the exciting 2011 Jeep Wrangler 2-door or 4-door. This deal is so attractive, my son Ryan just purchased a Jeep Wrangler for a college vehicle. He keeps telling me how smooth the Wrangler is on the interstate and plenty of interior room. The 2011 Jeep Wrangler is still incorporating the unique design elements that symbolize off-road capability. Come to King City Chrysler today and receive 0% for 60 months on the iconic 2011 Jeep Wrangler at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, where you can count on us.
If I could see into the future, you know what I want to know? I want to know how the whole thing is going to turn out. Did I make the right decisions for my business? Helping my daughter memorize all 50 states in alphabetical order. Did it really matter?
Understanding that the future is about planning, not worrying, is why Erie Insurance is above all in service. Auto, home, business, and life. Your Erie agent is waiting for you.
Your Erie agent in Mount Vernon is the Bean Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 242-6017.
This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX. The Bean Insurance Post-Match Show starts now.
And welcome back. Changnon Jim, Chris Hugo, Denny Zerwinski alongside. Bean Insurance is an independent agency that can do the insurance shopping for you. Bean Insurance has multiple top insurance companies to choose from with great rates for your family. Call Bean Insurance at 242-6017. That's 242-6017. 25-27. And 17-25 were your finals here tonight, as the Lady Rams fall to 0-3 in the conference and 2-7 overall. And Danny Zerwinski's alongside, of course. I'm Chris Hugo. But Danny, I don't think anybody foresaw the Lady Rams maybe having the type of season where they start off really hot and make an undefeated run, because you have to remember, new coach coming in, though she is homegrown. You have a new coach coming in trying to instill some of her own philosophies. While she's inherited a coaching staff, and there's nothing wrong with it, she's inherited a great coaching staff. Please don't take it that way. But has inherited a coaching staff that still has some of the philosophies from the old coach. So there's going to be an adjustment period necessary, and I think that's what the Lady Rams are kind of doing right now, is adjusting.
It seems to me that way. You're kind of learning on the fly. Obviously, it was a late hire in the summer. Not a lot of open gym time and things like that as far as the summer goes. Coming in August in practice, getting a couple weeks in, and then after that, ready to go. And Mount Vernon's going to be learning the coaches. The coach is learning the players as we go along here. The thing that I see where Mount Vernon at is, now Mount Vernon's to a point where they've been close and competitive in several sets. The key will be, can Mount Vernon do those things necessary, number one, to believe they should be at that point in the match, number two, to do those plays, make those plays to win matches or sets, and to get themselves in a situation to win. Sometimes you can hear it from people, coaches, family, teachers, whatever. Hey, you guys are going to do well. You can do it. You can do it. But until it actually happens and the kids actually do it, then that's when it really is going to take and seed home, as they say.
Obviously, you're paying too much for auto insurance. Discounts await at the Bean Insurance Agency, but you won't know how much you can possibly save until you give them a call. Bean Insurance, 242-6017. That's 242-6017. Bean Insurance post-match show. Lady Rams fall to Marion in straight sets tonight in the South 7 Conference matchup. We'll take a quick break, come back. We'll have your Heartland Accounting post-game stats here on Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX.
Hi, this is Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Community First is more than a part of our name. It is a core belief of our bank. Our actions within the community include supporting the development of Jefferson County through loans to individuals, farmers, and businesses, purchasing local bonds for improvements to our schools and local infrastructure, and donations to community organizations and schools. We also volunteer our time to improve quality of life for all. I'm proud of what we do at Community First Bank and invite you to do business with someone who cares about the community you live in. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, are you thinking of starting your own business? Or maybe you already own your own business and have tax questions? Call Heartland Accounting today. At Heartland Accounting, we specialize in small business planning. Let us help you with your business bookkeeping, sales taxes, payroll taxes, or maybe just some solid business advice. Get started right and let us help you make your business a success. Call Heartland Accounting of Mount Vernon today at 244-7077 or stop by 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B.
Back to Lady Rams Volleyball, powered by Banterra Bank.
And welcome back to the Bean Insurance post-match show. Time now for your Heartland Accounting post-game stats. Danny has them for you.
Unofficial stats that I try to keep during these matches. Brooke Moore with an assist and 10 digs tonight. Miranda Eplin, 7 digs off the bench. Kelby Kuyava, an ace, 3 assists, 13 digs, 8 kills. Cheyenne Morgan, 2 aces, 9 assists, 8 digs. Aaliyah Palmer, 1 ace, 2 assists, 13 digs, and 2 kills. Taylor McGowan, 11 digs, 4 kills. Mallory Kirsch, an ace and 7 digs. And Kirsten McGowan had 1 dig for the Mount Vernon Lady Rams as they lose tonight by scores of 25-27 and 17-25.
Those are your stats presented by Heartland Accounting. Get started right and let Heartland Accounting help make your business a success. Heartland Accounting, 3300 Broadway, Suite 2B, boy. B as in boy, Suite 2B, your small business expert. We'll take a break, come back. We'll have your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game. This is Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX.
What happens when you add a new voice and more coaches' interviews to the Saturday Sports Show? You get 2 hours of talk you can't afford to miss. If you really want to stay up to date, you'll reserve a preset for AM 940 this Saturday, immediately following the 8 o'clock news. Beware, other sports shows are just talk. The new Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and MyWinnersRadio.com, presented by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
Sometimes life goes by so quickly we don't stop and reflect on how important friendships are in our lives. At Community First Bank, we believe that creating relationships and friendships helps us in becoming the type of bank you need. Whether you're looking for personal banking needs for your farm operation, or to assist with your business needs, Community First is ready to help you. Stop by and let us help you, just like friends do. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Mount Vernon Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX. Time for the Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the match.
And welcome back. Bean Insurance postgame show. Chris Hugo, Danny Zerwinski alongside Reese Barnfield, your cameraman tonight. Avery Barton is back at the studio, back at the powerhouse. Time now for your Community First Bank of the Heartland player of the game. Danny, tough loss tonight, of course, though. 25-27, 17-25. Lady Rams fall in back-to-back sets, straight sets even, here against the Marion Wildcats. Always tough to pick a player of the game in these instances, but
well,
who we got?
I'm looking down the stat sheet, and to me, one that stands out, Kelby Kuyava.
There you go.
1 ace, 3 assists, 13 digs, 8 kills across the board to every category. She had something going on, and I think in that first set when Mount Vernon was on the march and on a run, she had a lot of good digs and a lot of good sets that allowed Mount Vernon to get back in and look at things. And to me, she stands out to me tonight as having an all-around floor game for the Lady Rams.
That is your player of the game. Community First Bank of the Heartland. Great traditions aren't given. They're earned through hard work and commitment. That's just what they believe in. Community First Bank, proud sponsors of the Mount Vernon Rams. A great tradition. That's going to do it for us tonight. Back on the air tomorrow. Rams football right here on WMIX. And online at MyWinnersRadio.com. Video stream, audio stream, radio. Picks up about 6:40 with the pregame again against the Althoff Crusaders, Mount Vernon Rams, and Althoff tomorrow night at Belleville East. Why Belleville East? We're playing Belleville Althoff because Lindenwood Stadium under renovation. East and West High Schools, of course, Belleville Township High School District number 201 has been kind enough to lend their facilities to the Althoff Crusaders. So we'll talk to you tomorrow night right here on WMIX. You won't want to miss it. Again, the Lady Rams fall here tonight, volleyball style. 25, 27, 17, 25. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. For Reese Barnfield, for Avery Barton back to studio, and for my partner Danny Zerwinski, I'm Chris Hugo. Good night from the King City.
Thank you for listening to Lady Rams Volleyball on WMIX. Lady Rams Volleyball has been brought to you by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams.